Our commencement speaker today is unquestionably one of the most influential artists of the 20th and 21st centuries. He has also spent a good deal of his early life in Seattle and has many ties to this area. So he is very dear to the hearts of our community and of our university, and we are absolutely thrilled to have him with us here today. It's almost impossible to describe the breadth and depth of Quincy Jones' creative output over the past 6 decades. As a musician, composer, arranger, producer, and director, he has collaborated with nearly all the giants of jazz and popular music. Since the early 1950s, those who wanted musical magic for their record albums, their television shows, or their films had one name at the top of their list: Quincy Jones. He has worked with a seemingly endless parade of stars, including Louis Armstrong, Count Basie, Duke Ellington, Ray Charles, Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, Miles Davis, Aretha Franklin, Bob Dylan, Michael Jackson, Ice-T, and P. Diddy. And that's a very short list. And while he has become a legend himself, he has never stopped giving back to the community and the world around him. Mr. Jones has a long history of civil rights and humanitarian involvement, and he continues to help raise awareness and financial resources for a broad range of initiatives that better the lives of children and people worldwide. In recognition of Mr. Jones's amazing artistic achievements and his philanthropic efforts around the world, the University of Washington is today conferring upon him the honorary degree of Doctor of Arts. The honorary degree citation will be read by the Chairman of the Board, Stanley Baird. Would Mr. Jones and Mr. Baird please join me at the lectern?
As one who grew up in Seattle, Mr. Jones, I know you fully appreciate how sun-challenged this community can be, and recent commencements have been marked by torrential rainfall. Years ago at this university, I was taught that sound and light waves move forever through the universe. Whoever way upstairs is in charge of weather obviously appreciates you and your work. Thank you for bringing this up. And now for the citation. Quincy Delight Jones, Jr. From humble roots, you have risen to the pinnacle of the music world. As musician, composer, arranger, producer, conductor, and humanitarian. From bebop to hip-hop, from Dizzy Gillespie to Ice-T, your influence over 60 years across genres and artists has left an indelible mark on modern culture. Your brilliant light has been a genuine guiding force shaping popular music that will be heard and felt worldwide for generations to come. Mr. Jones, you have written the soundtrack for it. Born on the south side of Chicago during the Great Depression, you knew well the violence, hopelessness that can cripple a human spirit, but not your spirit. Yes, you experienced life's hardships, that you endured to find yourself in Orchard, Washington. One night, a young boy, sitting before an old upright piano in an empty hall. With those 88 keys, you began to unlock your destiny. Your path took you to Seattle, Garfield High School, where you became an accomplished trumpet player. By age 15, you had performed with Billie Holiday, written your first big band arrangement, and been invited to join Lionel Hampton's band. You have collaborated with the giants of the 20th century jazz and popular music, Count Basie, Duke Ellington, to Sinatra, Ray Charles, Michael Jackson. You produced the best-selling album of all time, Michael Jackson's Thriller, and the biggest selling single in the history of this planet, We Are the World. That recording raised $60 million to combat world hunger. You wrote music for the landmark radio series, Roots, and co-produced The Color Purple for Steven Spielberg. You have composed 34 major motion picture scores and received 7 Academy Award nominations. Your honors and awards include France's Commander of the Legion of Honor and an unprecedented 79 Grammy nominations, resulting in 27 Grammy Awards. At Mercury Records, you were the first person of African American descent to become Vice President of a major record label. You were the first African American to serve as musical director, conductor, and executive producer of the Academy Awards. And you were the first African American composer to be embraced by the Hollywood film establishment. You have mentored young artists, fused together diverse musical styles, and in that process, united generations. Prejudice, with its many bitter faces, has never been a match for your creative fire and the sheer force of your brilliance and passion for life. You are a major supporter of Martin Luther King Jr.'s Operation Breadbasket, and you have continued to help others in need through numerous charitable organizations, including your own Quincy Jones Foundation, which offers children hope by connecting them with technology, education, culture, and music. Around this world, you are celebrated for your passionate devotion to humanitarian causes, for your wonderful gift of music, for opening doors that were once closed, and for building bridges where none before existed, for being a courageous and loving person, and for teaching us all to embrace the vibrant oneness of humanity. The University of Washington is proud to confer upon you a degree of Doctor of Arts, honorary. Thank you.
Thank you.